Yeah.
Madam Secretary, I have been told that we are out of time, and I'm just going to risk my job and stay on with you here for a second because there's something I really feel like I need to ask you. And it's actually not an election question at all, at least not about our elections. But it's something I really want to hear from you about. And it is that late last night, we got the first reports that it appears that the most important, most charismatic, strongest opposition leader that Vladimir Putin has ever faced in Russia, Alexei Navalny, it appears that he has been poisoned. He is not the first Putin opponent to be poisoned. Mr. Navalny has been hospitalized, is in quite serious condition. We do not know if he will survive this. And of course, we don't know all the circumstances. The U.S. government has apparently had zero response to this thus far. The president had nothing to say about it when he was asked about it today. I just wanted to get your response and ask you what you think the U.S. government ought to be doing in light of this.
Well, the U.S. government should be not only speaking publicly about this incident and connecting it to so many more, because as you rightly say, Rachel, poisoning, people falling out of windows, having convenient heart attacks in the back seats of cars has become business as usual in Putin's Russia. And Navalny was on his way to support the protests against Putin in the far east of Russia. There is no doubt in my mind that he has been poisoned. I couldn't obviously speculate as to how the people traveling with him think it was tea that he drank at the airport lounge. The last word I heard was that his wife was not being able to see him, that they would not permit him to be medevaced out of Russia to a hospital in another country. This is the kind of regime that Donald Trump supports. And this is the kind of leadership from an autocrat like Putin that he aspires to. And to circle back to Nicole's question, every American should ask him or herself, do you want a country where your president admires someone who literally kills his opposition? Now, and we have heard nothing. We have heard nothing from Pompeo. We've heard nothing from, the White House. And it is a demonstration of the moral bankruptcy, but also the clear and present danger that the Trump administration poses to our freedoms, to our values. And I am really concerned that more people in our country are not understanding what has happened elsewhere in the world that Trump seems to admire, and what would stop him from going even further than he has if given the chance.
Former Secretary of State, former First Lady, former Senator, 2016 Democratic presidential nominee, Hillary Clinton. Madam Secretary, thank you so much for taking this time with us tonight.
Thank you.
We really feel honored to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you.